Hey everyone, it's Danielle and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you our week number 2 of Extreme Elimination Carnivore. What is Extreme Elimination Carnivore? It is a diet or a challenge that Joshua and I are doing where for 5 weeks we are only eating beef and salt. We are also only consuming water, mineral water, sparkling water. I have cut out coffee for 2 weeks at least. Joshua is still having coffee, but only black coffee. And then I am also still having my supplements daily. I have iodine and a multivitamin, and then we both are trying to have electrolytes in our water at least once a day. Sometimes I have them twice a day, and that's it. That's all we're doing. We have eliminated so many things for this 5 weeks. If you want full details, you can check out the description of this video. So what I plan to share in this video is a recap, of course, of week 2, but I also want to share with you specifically what we eat each meal every day this week. And then at the end of the week, I will share with you results. If you missed it, I did share week 1 with you. Towards the end of that video, I do share with you the results that we experienced from week 1. So I will have that linked below as well, so you can check that one out if you missed it. So day number 1 of week number 2, let's do this. It is 11:30 and we are going to break our fast with lunch. And for lunch today, we are having all the leftovers. So we have brisket, beef bacon, burger, and ribeye. And this is going to be our nice, delicious lunch. That was a super delicious lunch, and just wanted to show you kind of where we both stopped eating. This is Joshua's plate, this is mine. So I really loaded our plates up, but the nice thing about eating meat is you can just eat till you're nice, full, and satisfied, and then you can just stop. It is dinner time. Joshua decided to smoke some burgers. We've never tried them this way, so he put them in the smoker until just, I think, at temperature, and then he's going to throw them on the grill and quickly brown both sides. And so we're going to have those burger patties for dinner, and then I'm getting ready to do a little bit of food prep for the week. I'm going to be cooking up just little pieces of liver. I like to have 1 piece almost every day. I didn't have any this weekend, but I'm going to try to have 1 piece of liver at least each day. And then I'm going to grill up a bunch more burger patties, probably just for my lunches or just to have on hand for the week. This is the first time that I am trying grilled liver. I've fried it most of the time, but I just decided to try grilling it and see if I like it a little bit better. Of course, right now I can only put salt on it. I actually really like it when I can throw lots of garlic powder and onion powder on there, plus the salt, because I'm still up and down with liver. It's not my favorite, but I am going to make myself eat it because of the amazing, amazing health benefits. Day 2 of week 2, and I am getting ready for lunch. It is 11 a.m. This will break my fast. I haven't eaten anything yet today, but I'm going to heat up some bone broth, and I'm going to have the rest of the beef brisket that I did not finish yesterday during lunch. So that's a pretty fatty meat, so I think I'm just going to heat up that and the broth, and that should be enough for me. But if I am still hungry, I will heat up a burger patty to go along with that. I am also getting ready to throw some beef short ribs in the smoker for dinner. I put them in brine. Sometimes I brine them overnight. This time I forgot. So this morning I just put them in brine for about 2 hours. And right now, because of what we're doing, our brine is only water and salt. So I don't know if anybody has ever done that before, but we're just making it work. So the brine was just water and salt. They're out now. I'm salting them all around the outside, and then I'll put them in the smoker. day 3 of week number 2, and I am breaking my fast just after noon. Yeah, it's 12:11 right now. So this is probably, in quite a while, this is the longest I've went fasting. Like, I usually break my fast a lot earlier than this, but today it is noon. Time kind of got away from me, but I wasn't really as hungry as normal. So yeah, that's awesome. I just got a longer fast in. So I'm gonna break my fast with my little piece of liver, 2 leftover smoked beef short ribs, and a hamburger patty. I have mentioned this in previous videos, but just in case you haven't seen those, I thought I'd quickly share with you what I do every day for supplements, because I haven't been showing those on this video in particular. So each morning I have some iodine, just 2 drops of iodine, and I will link all of these supplements in the description of this video. But I used to put my 2 drops of iodine into coffee, and I will again once I add coffee back in, but since I'm not having coffee right now, I just put them in water. Just a small little cup of water, drop the 2 drops in, and then I just drink it right away. It does have a very faint taste. I don't even know how I would describe it, but it doesn't bother me. So that's how I've been taking my iodine. And then at lunchtime, I take my multivitamin. And then usually in the morning, although I haven't had them yet today, but usually sometime in the morning, I will put electrolyte drops in my water. And a lot of times over this last week or 2, I've actually been having them twice a day. It is dinner time and we are having grilled filet mignons and beef bacon. It is day 4 of week number 2, so that's day 11 total, and I am about to break my fast with my lunch. It is a little after 11:22. I'm gonna heat up a couple burger patties, my little piece of liver, a couple pieces of beef bacon, and then my bone broth. I forgot to have my beef bone broth yesterday, so I'm gonna have that today. I'm trying to get 1 cup of that broth in each day. And then I'm also gonna try something new right now. I am gonna heat up a little beef tallow and try that as a sauce for the burger patties. So I cooked up a bunch of burger patties on the grill and have just been reheating them. But when you reheat them, they do get a little dry, or I think I probably overcooked these ones a little bit on the grill, but then when you reheat them, they just get a little dry. So I'm in need of some sauce. So I'm gonna try the beef tallow, just heat it up and use that as a sauce and see if I like it. That heated up beef tallow was really good. So I just dipped my burger patties into the tallow. I even dipped my liver into it and made the liver a little more enjoyable, which is awesome. The beef tallow, I don't know what I expected. It does not really have a flavor, just kind of tastes fatty a little bit, like good fat, but I added in salt just to give it a little bit more flavor as I was dipping the meat into it. So there you go. That's something you could try if you have not tried it before. We are finished with dinner and I don't even think I filmed a single shot of it. So today was a little crazy. I ended up getting off work about an hour before Joshua, but Joshua is serving at a conference starting tonight. So he had a very quick turnaround from work until having to head to the conference. So I was just really wanting something a little bit different than what we've been having. So right when I got off work, I decided to head on over to our butcher and get some of the all beef hot dogs just so we could continue to mix it up a little bit. I actually took Joshua's e-bike since he had the car. And quick side note, but a very important one, you guys, if any of you like e-bikes, electric bikes, mountain biking, biking adventures, wonderful scenery, anything like that, you guys need to go check out his YouTube channel. Yes, he has his own YouTube channel. Just recently started it. It is called Joshua Rides. I will link it in the description of this video, but definitely go check it out. He makes some really fun videos out on his e-bike. But anyway, I took his e-bike. I love his e-bike also, but I took it over to the butcher, grabbed some all beef hot dogs. I also found some beef jerky. They had some beef only jerky there, which is awesome. And then I got us a nice, huge ribeye roast. I always want to call it like a prime rib roast, so I have to slow myself down. It's a ribeye roast, a 17-pound hunk of yummy beef, and we're gonna slice it up into steaks. So we'll probably slice them thin so that we can get a lot of steaks out of this roast, but I'm so glad I found that. So I'll be doing that later tonight. But anyway, ran down there, came back. I did not bring the 17-pound roast back on the bike. I bought it, they held it for me, and I went back and grabbed it after we ate. But anyway, for dinner tonight, we had those delicious all beef hot dogs and then just some more grilled burger patties with those hot dogs. So pretty simple, but that was our dinner on today. Today, what did I say it was? Is day 4? Yeah, it's day 4 of week 2. This week is actually going pretty fast, which is kind of exciting because I felt like week 1 felt a little slow. I think anytime you're transitioning into something like this, or, you know, like just transitioning, it can maybe kind of feel slow because you're not used to it yet. But anyway, this week seems to be flying by. So that is good because I'm kind of missing my eggs and butter. All right, you guys, here is the beautiful 17-pound ribeye roast. Our kitchen lighting isn't the best, but that still looks so good. So I'm about to slice it up into some thin steaks, and then I got out the trusty food saver. So we will keep a few out in the fridge that we will have tomorrow for dinner. We're definitely busting into these. And then I might keep out another 2 for sometime over the weekend, and the rest will be frozen. But I'm super excited we got our hands on this. This will be some good eats. All right, look at that stack of steaks. I did a rough count and it's roughly 35 steaks, but I don't know if that's exact looking at that stack. And then there's 2 more. These are at the very end, so they're kind of like scraps more. So I'll probably freeze those separate and we can either just fry them up in a pan, and like dice them up and fry them up, or I can throw them in broth or something. But I don't think those pieces will stay together as steaks. But yeah, this is what came from that roast. That is just awesome. It's day 5 of week 2. We are getting close to winding down the second week, and it is 11 a.m. I'm about to break my fast, and I'm gonna have just more leftovers. I'm having 2 ground beef patties, 2 slices of beef bacon. I have a half a hot dog, all beef hot dog left from last night that I will have, and then my small piece of liver, and then I'll be drinking my bone broth with it. So lots of random things, but just a small amount of each of those. And then I'm going to heat up more beef tallow. I tried that yesterday at lunch, and I loved dipping my burger patties in the beef tallow. The beef tallow didn't have a lot of taste, of course, it's just like a fatty taste, but I added salt to it and I just thought it was really good. So that definitely helps those burger patties that got a little dry. It was another crazy evening. Joshua is serving at the conference again for the second night, and then he'll also be there tomorrow morning, and then he will be done. So I had to rush through cooking dinner, and we ate. Still had time to eat together, which was nice, but it was very rushed. So what we had for dinner tonight was some ribeye steaks and some more beef bacon. So we had our first steaks from that awesome roast that we got yesterday, and they were delicious. I smoked them for about an hour just to get a nice smoky flavor, and then seared them on the grill, both sides. And then that was it. And then fried up some beef bacon and we ate that, and it was really good. I will say when Joshua made the smoked ribeyes, when was that? Gosh, the end of last week? I don't know now. But I think it was the end of week 1. He made smoked ribeyes and they were phenomenal. So I don't quite have it down like he does, but they still tasted good. And I just love that we have the smoker to kind of mix things up. So yeah, that was our dinner tonight. And now I'm just relaxing and we'll be heading into the weekend for the last 2 days of week 2. The weekend kind of got away from me. I didn't do any filming on Saturday or Sunday, so it is technically Monday. We've already wrapped up our second week, and so I'm going to take a moment just to share kind of the last 2 days of the week, and then we'll talk week 2 results before we wrap up this video. So on Saturday, we ended up going to one of our local barbecue places to get brisket. Just the brisket, just the beef, that's all we got. But we grabbed that for lunch and ate that, and then we ended up fasting for dinner. We weren't hungry, so we just fasted right through dinner and didn't eat again until Sunday. And then on Sunday, I'll back up a moment. On Saturday, I actually started another batch of bone broth. And so I got all that going, and I love to let my bone broth go for 20 to 24 hours. In the future, I will share my full recipe. I think I've finally perfected it, so I will definitely be sharing that soon. But anyway, I did the bone broth overnight. So Sunday morning, I did break my fast earlier than normal, probably because we fasted through dinner, so I was feeling hungry. So I had a nice, fresh, hot cup of bone broth on Sunday morning. I can't remember the exact time. It was probably like 8 or 9. So I had that, and then for lunch, we had smoked ribeyes with leftover brisket from Saturday. And then for dinner, we had all beef hot dogs and ground beef patties. So that will wrap up all of our food for week 2. Let's go ahead and talk about results. So week 2, both Joshua and I have lost more weight. Just want to make sure I wrote this down so that I get it right. I lost another 4 pounds in week 2, and what I had lost during week 1 was 6 pounds. So I am down a total of 10 pounds. Joshua, he lost 6 pounds in week number 2, and he had lost 10 pounds in week 1. So he's down a total of 16 pounds, which is awesome. So as far as comparing week 1 to week 2, I definitely had more energy and was starting to feel better. My bowel movements are becoming healthier, so not as much diarrhea and loose stools. They're getting better. It is taking a little bit longer than I thought to get all the way there, but that's okay. I've got patience. So there's an update on that. Mental clarity has been getting a lot better, so that part is awesome. I love that. And then the only other thing I guess I'll share is that over the weekend, though, I did start to feel really fatigued again. And on Sunday, I took like the longest nap right in the middle of the day. And so I don't know what that has to do with for sure yet. I'm going to be patient, ride it out these next few days and see what happens. I am feeling pretty fatigued again today. I will say, I don't know if I shared this already in like week 1's video, but week 1 I did not work out at all. I took that week off. Before that, I was a little bit inconsistent. Towards the end of summer, it was hard to stick with my workout routines. So I was hit or miss, and then took that first week off. And then this week I added back in the workouts, and I did 3 workouts in week 2. And so I don't know if that just made me feel more fatigued, that along with what we're doing, I'm not sure. I have been tracking water and things, but I'm going to try to maybe I haven't been as diligent in that as I thought. So I'm going to try to track that even better, just make sure I'm getting enough water, make sure I'm getting enough electrolytes. And then I may have to just make sure that I do 2 meals in a day instead of just the 1, just so I'm getting enough. It's just funny because a lot of days I'm really not hungry. Like the beef is so satiating and filling, and the bone broth, all of that I don't always feel hungry. So I haven't really been eating when I've not been hungry, but maybe that's leading to me not getting enough calories. So I'm going to kind of monitor some of that and see what happens. Hopefully the fatigue will go away again, because it was gone. Monday through Friday of week 2, I was feeling great. So just this past weekend and today. So monitoring that. I'll see what happens there. I will share that with you. For week 3, which we are starting today, I am probably just going to do a quick recap video rather than another one where I share what we eat in a week, because during this 5 weeks of eating beef and salt only, those videos would probably get pretty boring. So I'll just share a recap of week 3 results and a brief overview of what we eat in week number 3. So let me know in the comments if you guys have any questions, and I'll be talking to you in the next video. Bye.